This has to be the thinnest EDC light that I have ever seen, and it was just released by Wuben. This is their E1. Now you might be wondering, what kind of applications might you use such a thin EDC light such as this? Well, let me tell you, this actually has a wide range of uses. Whether you're just looking for a convenient way to carry around an EDC light with you everywhere you go, or if you're a content creator like me, or if you just like to take pictures or videos, this little light is definitely for you. And in addition to this little light, you can also get a dual-sided magnetic phone clamp that you can easily clip onto a pole like I'm actually using right now, or you can also connect it to a tripod. Now, at first glance, you really wouldn't know what you could use this little EDC light for, but that's what we're going to be going over in this video. So make sure you stick around until the end, because I will definitely guarantee you will find at least one use for this light. This light does have 28 little LEDs built inside. It's also got multiple temperatures. It has a stepless adjustment for the brightness, which is very convenient. And it also has a magnetic back, so you can connect it to pretty much anything that's metal, or even the back of your phone that has MagSafe built in. And if you guys want to pick this up, they are launching it on Kickstarter right now, so make sure you head over to that page where you can get an early bird special before they return to the original price. I will be putting product links in the video description. So let's take a closer look at this EDC light, see how bright it actually is and what you can use it for. So this is more or less what you're going to get when you purchase the E1. You're going to get this soft shell holder for your E1, which is pretty nice. On the inside, we actually have the E1, and we also have this magnetic sticker that you can use to put on cases that do not have any MagSafe. So you just simply put this on the case just like this, and then the E1 can stick to it with its magnet, and we'll install that in just a minute. So here is the E1. Now, one thing I want to clarify really quick, you can see that it says Wuben G4. Well, they decided to change the signifier to the E1 because they decided later on that they are going to make a series of EDC products, and they thought that the E1 would be better than the G4. So just to clarify, this is going to be an E1 and not the G4. And then we can also see the 28 LEDs on the front here. We have that little stepless adjustment on the side, which is made of all metal. There's a couple different LEDs in here, which will give it a cool, natural, and a warm light. And again, you can change the color temperature with this little dial right on the side. It's also going to come in 3 different versions. One is a plastic, the next is a magnesium alloy, which I have right here, and the other is going to be titanium. And they'll also come in a couple different colors as well. It does feel nice and solid. It does not feel cheap at all. On the bottom, it also has a USB Type-C port for charging. It opens up very nicely, and it's very firm. It does not just flop around. It pretty much stays in any position you're going to put it in. And like I mentioned before, this little light is perfect for content creators, people that want to take selfies and things like that, because even though your phone does have an LED on the back camera, there's nothing to illuminate your face on the front, and that's where this one comes in. The LEDs on the E1 are a lot brighter than the one LED on your phone, and make sure you stick around until the end of the video because I will be doing a brightness test to show you that difference. Now, as far as the specification goes for the E1, again, it does have different temperature LEDs on the front, which will give you the cool, natural, and warm white. It's got stepless dimming. It's got a 320 milliamp hour polymer lithium ion battery. On turbo mode, it can give you 300 lumens for 30 minutes, and on its lowest mode, which is 2 lumens, it can give you light up to 50 hours. It only weighs 36 grams, and it uses N54 magnets for a really strong hold. Now, as for the magnetic stand that I told you about earlier, this thing has some pretty strong magnets on it, and it's magnetic on both sides, so you can put your phone and the E1 on the other side to use them in tandem. It's got a nice rubber ring on the front, so you can put your phone without getting all scratched up, and it's also got a nice rubber piece on the back here in case you want to lay this down on something, and it's also got a nice clip that has some rubber pieces on the inside, so you can clip this onto a pole or something like that for recording, and you don't have to worry about the pole getting all scratched up because of those rubber pieces. Now this little piece on the bottom here does not come with the stand. I just put it on here because it is quite hard to pull out the piece that clamps on without something to grab onto on the bottom. Now the top part also moves up and down just like this. It also rotates, and the other piece here rotates as well, so you can pretty much put this in any orientation you're going to need. It also has a threaded part on the bottom, so you can put it onto a tripod as well. The magnets on this ring are also very strong, and it holds onto your phone very well. All you simply need to do is take your phone, clip it onto the front of the stand, and then take your E1, put it onto the back, and now you have a nice fill light for recording or taking selfies. The light is also very simple to use. All you need to do to turn it on is to hold in the little button here for 2 seconds, and the LEDs turn on. So as you can see, the warmer LEDs are lit up right now. If I want to change that, all you need to do is simply press the button in once, and it changes the color temperature. Then if you want to turn up the brightness, all you need to do is to scroll the little wheel here, and as you can see, it turns up the brightness, and when it's up to its full brightness, the LEDs will blink once. Change the color temperature, and then lower the brightness. And as you can see, it has a lot of adjustment for the brightness. And then when you turn it down to its lowest setting, it will blink again. And then to turn it off, just hold it in the button again for a couple seconds, and it turns off. Very simple to use. Now, not only can this be used as a light on your phone, but you can also use it as a stand as well. So it clips on your phone very strong. You definitely don't have to worry about this thing coming off your phone very easily because the magnets on it are really strong. So then you open it up just a little bit, and you can use your phone in a portrait mode. There's a lot of adjustment there too. As you can see, it pretty much stays in any orientation you're going to put it. And then you can also use it in a landscape mode as well. You can rotate it to give you a little more adjustment towards your face. And as you can see, it's very strong, and it stays in pretty much any position you're going to be putting it. And then you can just simply fold it back up just like that. It also doesn't add a lot of extra bulk to your phone, just this little bump on the back. So now if you want to record some video or take some selfies in a darker environment, like I mentioned before, there's no LED in the front, so you can't use the front camera very easily. But with this, you just simply unfold it, turn on the light, and you're ready to go. My wife also loves using E1 when she has her Teams meeting, whether at home or on the go. The E1 is also perfect for when you're out and about or in any situation when you don't have any lighting, especially for that FaceTime call. And it also works really well in a pinch when you forgot to put your makeup on and you have to do it in the car. And to give you a little example of how strong the magnets are on the E1, you can see I can very easily open up the E1 and close it with one finger and not have to worry about it coming off the phone's case. And because the E1 is so small and compact, you can very easily slip this into your purse or even your pocket. And because the E1 has a magnetic back, you can also attach it to pretty much anything metal to give you light anywhere you need. Now, like I mentioned before, they also give you this little magnetic flexible plate that you can easily attach to other things or your phone or a case to give you a magnetic plate for the E1 to attach to. So all you need to do is peel off the backing, place this where you want on your phone or other device, and now you have something for the E1 to attach to. And you can even use the circular portion of the E1 to hang on something to use kind of like a camp light. Now let's do a little brightness comparison test between the single LED on your iPhone versus the Wuben E1. So first up, I'm going to turn on the iPhone's LED light. So here's how bright the iPhone's LED light is. As you can see, it lights up a decent amount of area. But then let's turn on the E1. So you can clearly see how much brighter the E1 is versus just the one LED that comes on your iPhone. It's a very significant difference. All right, so I've turned off all the lights in my studio. I cannot even see myself on my phone screen, so this is what you're looking at if you don't have any light to take selfies or video. Now let's turn on the E1 and we'll see what the difference is. So there, as you can see, I can totally see myself. Lights up a nice big area. And that is at full brightness with the E1. So it definitely does a really good job at lighting up an area for you to take some selfies or some video if you really need to on the go. And then if you're curious, this is what the lighting conditions look like on the E1's lowest setting. So after getting to use the E1 for a little bit of time, I'm definitely more in love with it now than I was before, and I know you guys will too. And because it's so versatile, it's so small and light, you can easily put this anywhere you want and you'll always have a little light with you. Now, if you guys do want to pick this up, I would definitely recommend going over to the Kickstarter page right now because they are offering an early bird special before it goes on sale for full price. And also keep in mind the titanium version as well as the stand are only going to be offered on Kickstarter. So what did you guys think about the Wuben E1? Will you be picking one up and which color and version? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next one.